In this video, we're gonna finish the ring that we started 2 videos ago, where I show you how to make a ring in wax, adding sapphires to be cast in place. Well, the ring has been cast and here it is. It came out absolutely beautiful. The stones are in place and the decorations are perfectly cast. So I think this is gonna be my next favorite ring. I absolutely love it. The one thing I need to do today is working on removing the remaining of the sprue from the back of the ring and refining the silver more. I also need to think about whether or not to patina the silver. I would love to have a little bit more of a contrast on the patina. However, I am concerned that the darkness of the patina can make the blue sapphires pop up less. So I'm not sure about that. I need to think about it. But for now, if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, I'm gonna be leaving links to those videos at the end of this one, so you can go and see where this ring is coming from. Okay, let's work on this one. Okay, just a quick overview on how we got to this point. In part 1, I show you how to create a ring using injection wax. In part 2, I cleaned up the ring using different tools and made decorations on the top of the ring. I added 3 sapphires and got the ring ready to be sent out for casting. Well, today is the fun part. The ring is back from casting and you can see how it turned out. This is the ring we've been working on. And look at this, all the little details I carved into the wax are still here, super sharp, and the sapphires is still in place. Now, I didn't do the casting myself. This ring was cast by Adriana, the owner of a company called Mitera Made. She is based here in the US and specializes in working with small jewelry makers like me. I'm leaving a link in the description below in case you want to check out this option. Okay, so here is what is next. I've still got this little sprue right here. That's the leftover part from the casting setting. I'll need to cut that off and file it down. Then it's time for a good polish to bring out the shine and make this beauty sparkle. Alright, so now it's time to clean up the ring and give it a good polish. But before we start, don't forget your safety gear. Always wear glasses and a mask when you are filing metal. Okay, first I need to remove the sprue. This chunky little piece left over from casting is usually the toughest part to get rid of. As you can see, I'm using water here often to cool down the ring. I do this for 2 reasons. One is that the friction between the ring and the diamond disc is very high and produces a lot of heat in your hands, so you don't want to burn your fingers. And the second reason is that it also helps control the metal dust in the air. So it is important to use it as often as possible. Once I get most of the sprue off with the diamond disc, I switch to a less aggressive disc. There is still a little silver left to clean up, and this tool helps smooth things out without removing too much too fast. Then I go in with a manual file, a finer one for more control. Electric tools are fast, but it's really easy to go too far and file away more than you want. With a hand file, I can take it slow. Now that the sprue is mostly gone, it's time to start polishing the ring. I got through a few steps, starting with rougher bits, then moving into finer ones. Oh, and here is a little habit I love. I collect the silver dust from filing and put in a little tin. I save it to use it in other jewelry projects later on. I'm working on the inside and the outside of the ring, but I'm leaving the top decorations just the way they are. Why? Because I actually want the ring to have a slightly raw, handmade look, not something that feels like it came out from a factory. There is a ton of tools you can use for polishing, but today I'm using this barrel-shaped bit. It's got a kind of a medium grit, and I say kind of because honestly, some of these bits aren't labeled. So I go by feel. I touch them and get a sense of how gritty they are. I'm using this one both inside and outside the band. A quick tip here. Be super careful around the sapphires. You don't want to chip or scratch them. So I'm staying a little away from the stones as I work. After the barrel, I move on to these amazing polishing bits that go all the way down to 1 micron. They come in different colors, though the colors fade over time. So again, if the color is not visible, I just use my fingers to tell how smooth they are. I'll pick 2 or 3 of these and work my way down until I get the finish I'm looking for. Another thing that can be done when the color is faded is to wash the burrs, but you have to be careful to not, brush too hard. Just a light wash with a sponge and some soap that can recover the original colors. So I use them one at a time until I get the shine I'm looking for. So here I'm working with the orange color burr, and that one was a 6 micron grit. That corresponds to like 2500 to 3000 grit, which is very fine. So I work on that one, and then I'm gonna switch to the last one, which is the green, which is 1 micron grit, and it corresponds to about 8000 grit, which is ultra fine. That one is for the final polishing. It's gonna give a high gloss finish, and that's the last one I'm gonna do. And I know there are other ways of doing this with different tools, but this one works for me. It's simple enough. And once the ring is feeling nice and smooth, I'm going to clean up the sapphires, both on the top and the bottom. For that, I use this Zippo fluid. Yep, like the lighter fluid. Is similar to gasoline and comes in this handy little metal container. This is the same one that I use to clean the stones when they are in the wax, because it can remove the wax off the stones really fast. Just a little dab helps remove polishing residue from around the stone and really brings out the shine. So that's all. After that, I'm going to take some pictures and post this beauty in my website, which you can check out in the video description. And finally, I decided to not patina this ring. If you remember on the introduction, I mentioned that possibility. But I think the ring looks beautiful the way it is. It's not a big ring. It's small enough that the shininess is not overwhelming. And I'm actually concerned about patina too much around the stones and making them lose some of the sparkle that they have. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. This concludes the series of videos where I show you how to make a ring in wax and how to add wax decorations and sapphires to be cast in place. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this series of videos and what would you like to see in the future. So for now, thank you so much for subscribing, and I'm leaving here links to parts 1 and 2 so you can watch the entire series. Alright, I will see you very soon.